Hey, Mom.
Hey, Kayla.
What were the pickles for?
I've been thinking about this. The pickles were definitely for the lady that was in line behind us at Chick-fil-A.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It makes complete sense, Kayla. Let's move on.
Cool. Well, welcome to What Are the Pickles For? We are a mother-daughter team talking about real estate, where it meets life, and all the unexpected moments in between. Right?
Hello. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I feel like your answer threw everything off, so.
I love that. I love that I started this by throwing you off. That's like the win of the day.
Well, it's annoying.
No, it's like huge that you are thrown.
No.
Within the first 50 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, also, we're produced by J-Cut Media. If we're just going to throw everything out. And Jared, I feel like we need like some sort. We had applause once. We need some sort of something.
There it is.
I don't
That
know what
is
it is.
for Jared
a goat
Mesker.
scream.
A goat scream.
Like on the Taylor Swift stuff. He's going to add it in. It's going to be incredible.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
All right. So the real reason we're kind of like bantering, just chatting a little bit is because we have some guests that I have noticed one of them just kind of tinkled. And I feel really bad.
We're not sure which one.
Oh, yeah.
Some of our favorite people in the world are here today. We're super excited to have Dr. Grant McCleary, our #1 favorite chiropractor in all the land of chiropractors, and his beautiful wife, Hannah McCleary. They are our special guests today. So excited. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
so
We're
much for
honored to
having
be
us.
here.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go. Let's start with a question. Grant, who'd you vote for? You don't have to answer that. Just kidding.
Democrat, Republican, it's important that we establish that.
I love it.
So
Right
whether or
off
not
the
people
bat.
are going to answer or go see you, it needs
Yes,
to be
we're going to
established.
get canceled right off the bat.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. I'm
It
a
was
loose
me
cannon
that tinkled
today.
now.
Jared, don't cut that.
That's incredible. Yeah, we're set. This is great.
That's
No.
awesome. That's
No,
incredible.
awesome. But okay, so I think my first question, and I don't even think I know the answer to this. Why did you want to be a chiropractor? How'd you get started?
Kind of a long story, but basically,
Make it a little short. We're segmented
all right.
here.
So my dad was a chiropractor for almost 30 years. So grew up, my mom's a nurse, executive director of a hospital. So I saw both sides of healthcare. She was a life flight nurse. So, I mean,
Like
she was-
helicopters?
yeah. So she was seeing the worst of the worst.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But my dad was, holistic healthcare chiropractor up in Princeton for basically his whole career. So I saw both sides of things. I knew I wanted to get into healthcare, wanted to help people. But then I was trying to find out exactly where I wanted to go. Turns out I'm not a fan of blood. So that kind of ruled out a lot of those specialties.
That takes
for
you
me.
out of a
Yeah.
lot of the medical
I learned it a
field.
little late, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But and then honestly, I think adjusting is just so cool. It's getting hands-on with people. It's talking to people all day. And it's just kind of finding some of those ways outside of medications to help people. So I think it's amazing.
And the older I get, the more of a fan of that holistic practice I become. Like, I don't know. And this leads me to like Hannah, because Hannah.
Geez.
So in our first episode, I talked about how like this podcast came about, and it was because of the Bible study with young wives. Hannah is one of those young wives. And I got to tell you, props to her, because I barely knew you guys. I act like we've known each other
Well, when you
forever.
go into a room, like when you show up at the chiropractor,
Yeah.
like you make no mistakes, they know who you are.
Me?
Yes,
Personally?
you. Like you're like, hey, this is Dana, and you already know who you are. So
What? I don't know what you mean by that.
So like you go like, what are the pickles for? Like you just insert yourself, and like you are then
Okay.
a part of their world.
Authentically herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
I
like,
love that.
okay,
Thank you, Hannah.
now we're friends. Like now it's these things. Like there are no boundaries.
Yeah, it's true. You become my people.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I do that. That's
I'm aware.
interesting. Okay. So I made you
It's a
my
good thing
people.
most of the time.
I made you my people. Anyway, and so you guys started, we're going to talk about starting your own practice and all that kind of stuff in a minute, but maybe it was like the first time I came to see you at the new office. I don't remember. Do you remember, Hannah? And
I do. I wasn't even like supposed to be there that morning.
really?
Yeah, I just walked in with Messer to drop something off, and
Okay. And
I
I
think
came
we
in.
just-
It
yeah.
was like early on when you first opened, wasn't it?
yes, very early.
And I had pretty much put all the invites out to the people that I felt like the Lord had laid on my heart for this Bible study. And as I was walking out, it was like, you need to invite Hannah. Like, Hannah would be great in this group. And did I turn around and ask you, or did I text you?
I think you texted me.
So I texted, probably to make it less awkward for you, in case you wanted to say no.
I love that.
I don't often think that
That's
way,
very
but maybe
thoughtful.
I did. Yeah.
I never have gotten
Anyway, and I didn't know you guys that well, but I just said, Hannah, I got this group going. I'd love for you to come. And you, I mean, seriously, it was like a big thing because you came. You knew Kayla barely,
Very true.
Savannah maybe barely.
I don't think I had met Savannah
Had
yet.
you not met
No.
her? Okay. And then maybe a couple other people that you kind of knew of, and you showed up, which was so cool.
And the funny thing is that we thought you were so quiet,
Yeah.
so reserved,
Yeah.
very like posh.
Yeah.
And
Which you
then-
are.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
No, for
Posh,
sure.
for sure. Quiet
Yeah.
and reserved just at times.
It just,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
I'm on the
Grant
creme
told us.
brulee. Like
Grant
once
told us.
you pop that top off,
Yeah.
you never know
You're
what's
toast.
coming.
And
Yeah.
I just know, at one of the first get to know you kind of sessions. What do you call it? Like meetings.
I don't know,
that
but
we
there's
had.
so many things that could come from this. Like,
Yeah.
where are you going with this?
Well, we learned that Hannah has potential plans of overthrow for healthcare systems and
Absolutely.
really strong opinions about things, which then made me look into stuff. Also, you taught me about the Yucca app, in the very beginning, which I am now completely obsessed with.
You have to depend
and
on it for
have
everything.
another
I
one
gave
called
it up.
Switch Natural and some
Sorry.
other things.
But you tried it. That's what's important.
Sure.
Because of you
I'll
and
drink the red dye.
I am incredibly influenced. We have changed our laundry detergent, our dishwashing detergent. I have changed all my makeup, all the things to all this all natural stuff. I credit that completely to you in just a couple of things that you said that were mic drop moments. Where I was like, oh my gosh.
But in the sweetest, most polite way.
Well, thank you. That
Yeah.
means the world to me.
Oh
Both
yeah,
of you, truly.
she's you are the crunchiest friend I have, but you would not look at you and think you're crunchy.
No.
ever.
Yeah.
no.
It's taken a long time to
And
find
you
some
don't
good clean
stink.
makeup. Let me tell you.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I
You
always
smell
thought,
really good.
Yeah,
That's right.
crunchy,
That makes me even
no
happier.
deodorant. You be stinking in the sun, but you'll smell great. No one will know.
You're so sweet.
That's
You too,
probably
Grant.
why I'm
That's the
so
best
drawn to
compliment,
it.
honestly.
Yeah, I didn't want to be stinky and crunchy.
No,
So if Hannah
yeah.
can do it, then I can do it too. Anyway, that's how we've so Hannah's part of that Bible study. Really now, a huge part of that Bible study. Because when Hannah speaks, it's a wise word. We have all kind of tagged her with that. Grant's nodding his head. He's like, yep,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
that. Yeah. She's so thoughtful and so studious, in the word and stuff. So when she drops a word, we're all oh, which is why I
Or a
immediately got
fun
the Yucca
fact.
app. And there's, oh, you got some serious fun
I
facts.
do.
Yeah.
I
Can you
love
hit
a
us
random
with a
fact.
single fun fact right now.
Let's see. This is a lot of pressure. Maybe something with the bees. I've been looking into bees a lot,
Oh.
which is why I told you about how Messer, has
Yeah.
been freaked out because Grant's been killing
Oh my
bees,
gosh,
but it's
yeah,
really been
Grant.
flies.
We've been hearing you've
They've been
killing
flies.
bees.
They were flies.
Yeah.
Dad, I
I
can't
need
do
to.
it.
I would never let
Can
him
you
kill a bee.
undo an email? Just kidding, Grant.
I
didn't
can't have
email
Messer
the
out there
bees.
saying I've been killing bees. They have been flies.
They're flies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which I'm all in favor of killing the flies. Kill all the flies.
absolutely
Yeah.
so. But
Yeah.
what's a good one that I laid on you the other day?
I wasn't prepared.
Just
for
the
this.
amount of numbers that come in beehives and the way that they run a tight ship. That's how I want to run McCleary Chiropractic.
Oh. Welcome to the hive.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Yes.
Welcome to the hive.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we're bee themed.
We
You are.
Yeah.
You might need to update this merch. And
yellow and
okay,
black.
so for all of our viewers that are watching on
Yes.
Spotify and potentially YouTube, if we can figure it out,
Yes.
we've got merch.
We do.
Yeah.
Do you sell merch?
We don't sell it. We just give it away. But
They sell merch. Yeah, they'll sell it. You can write the check out to Kayla Bonger. I will make sure it's in the right
No,
hands.
listen, make it
That's
to
right.
Water the Pickles For because we really need some sponsorship.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Yucca, you heard him.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, at Yucca. That's exactly
is
right.
really
At
good.
Switch Natural. Oh my gosh, I need to name all
That's
of my
right.
new
Okay,
natural
but we're
products.
actually not here to talk about
Me and my
yucca
products. You're right.
And
No.
makeup. We're talking chiropractic
Thank you, Kayla.
care.
Absolutely.
And if you walk into a chiropractor and you say, I want to get cracked,
Oh,
what happens?
yeah. I enlightened her on this the other day.
Yeah, it's.
Go
We'll get
ahead,
you
Grant.
adjusted. We'll get you adjusted.
But that's it.
I don't think the world knows. Maybe the world knows.
I feel
we
like
did not know.
I feel like we should say it. It
Yes.
means, where did you learn from some kid?
Yeah, there was I would say like a 16, 17-year-old that enlightened us that we have aged out of this
I
terminology.
have too. Yeah.
Well, clearly I have.
Yeah. And so what it means is that somebody needs to get a little action,
Yeah.
right?
And it has nothing to do with chiropractic.
And it's got nothing to do. So every single time I found out that when I walk in, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to get cracked. And they secretly laugh behind my back.
Same.
We don't laugh, at you. We laugh at what you're saying, but
That's okay.
You can laugh at us.
all the time.
You can laugh at us,
But
too,
just to spare other people from
Yeah.
making that same mistake,
yes.
and to
Yes,
embarrassing
they need to
Dr.
watch this before they come in for their first
Exactly.
treatment.
Just say, I
Yeah.
need an adjustment.
That's
right?
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there
I like
anything
that.
else I could say? Like my neck, my back. Is that we're
It's
good?
phenomenal. But
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
We'll get you right into room 2.
Oh, perfect. That's great. That's
Oh my
so funny.
goodness. I honestly, like, I did not grow up with chiropractic care. Like, I think my dad called it like quackopractic.
Yeah.
I know you've heard that, like all the
Absolutely.
things. I just didn't know anything about it. And somebody came to the office, like our work office, and I don't know, did like some kind of spinal scans or
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what. And that's how we got connected. You used to be at a different office. I came into that office and saw you there. Like, you became my number one chiropractor, like, in there. It literally has changed my life. Like, I didn't even know what I wasn't a believer in.
yeah,
Does
Yeah,
that make sense? I feel like there's probably a
absolutely.
lot of people. Do you find that? Like, a lot of people that are like, I have no idea.
absolutely.
I just thought it was, I don't know. I just thought it was like craziness, but it has, I mean, we were laughing because when I first came to see you, it was like, I can't turn my neck, like, or I can't look to the right or something. Like, I literally could not, like, all the way.
You had those problems, but I literally had migraines
Yeah.
and like reoccurring headaches
Yeah.
that I just thought was like part of life. You know, you
You get used to it.
you do. Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say you take Tylenol, but I mean,
You don't,
You
but
don't.
we did.
you know, yeah. But it, like after, I don't know, there was like a program that we followed. And like, even still, what's cool about Grant is they'll be like, how are the headaches? And it's been, I mean, shoot, it's been like 2 or 3 years that we've been like coming to you. And so it's just that I don't have those anymore. Like, I have completely gone off my migraine medication and my headaches are so few and far between that it's uncanny. Like, it's something that I can control. Like, I'm dehydrated or, you know, not.
That's amazing. Yeah, because people will come in too, and I'll just be like, "How are headaches?" And they'll be like, "I mean, they're my normal." And I'm like, "Well, headaches aren't normal, so it's whether we can help them or not. Let's at least chat about them and kind of see what we can figure out and what
Yeah.
we can do if we can do something about them." So
Right.
Okay, so when you talk like head, I feel like most people are the most nervous about like the head crack, the neck crack. So when you do that, and I know you're always like pushing, I don't ask, but like maybe somebody's curious about the details. I just get that thing snapped and I feel
Okay,
better.
but wait, and
She came
while
in to
you're
get
like
cracked.
explaining that, I have, and I feel like you may have told me this before because I have a lot of questions regularly. But like, when you first start the adjustment and you like tap my ankle and then tap my hip, like, what is happening?
basically, it's just kind of a neurological response. So when I kind of stand over somebody and like feel and push and pull and all that stuff too, I already pretty much know what I'm
That's a
adjusting.
really funny thought. If you like poke somebody in the wrong spot, do they let out a little toot
It's happened.
or like a big crack in his own?
It was it Jody? No, it was Austin. I know there's like HIPAA laws you can't say.
No,
No
Austin
comment.
has to find a different chiropractor every 3 months because of that. Okay, sorry, I just derailed myself. But your neurological response.
So basically, it's just kind of a way to second check. Basically, just double check what I'm finding. And
I
just
don't
kind
mean
of
to
seeing
interrupt,
those
but can
patterns.
we laugh
You do
about
know
how
this is the
Grant,
sixth time.
how Grant just like went right on past that and just basically ignored?
He might do that because he actually might have just let one rip and was hoping nobody noticed.
Gotta air it out.
Yeah. Should we open a door?
Okay, I'm sorry, Grant. Whew, okay, go back to that.
Back
This is
to it.
serious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So,
have
like,
no
actually-
idea where I was.
No, it was like
You were talking about how
before
you
you move,
like
you
a
like
neurological
poke,
response
or even
and-
like in the neck, you're like pushing on things, and some of it hurts before you push, and you're like, oh yeah, that's your blah, 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 blah.
We're looking for like joint restriction, if there's going to be swelling, things like that too. So it's just feeling as many spines as I have. It's when I ask you if it's tender, I pretty much already know it's going to be a little sore, but
So that's just fun for you?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I already know. And then a tear drops out of my eye.
Doesn't hurt me at all. That's
good. That's good. Yeah, good to know.
Yeah. No, it's fun. So, and everybody's just a little bit different. So we love it.
I think it's so cool how like several times when you've treated me, you're like, well, that's because like there's a rib out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the heck can my rib play a part in like my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Like, I mean, it's just so interesting to me how, and then there's like one little pop that you're going for, which you've explained to me is not really a crack or a pop. Like, it's really what?
We're getting range of motion in the joint, and it's just gas leaving that joint capsule, and that's what that
Your
what that
bones
cool
are
pop
tooting.
That's another catchphrase.
Your bones are
Dr.
tooting.
Grant and the Tooting Bones.
Oh my God.
New book out.
That's right. Chapter 2.
That's right. That's incredible. Okay. All right. So you started McCleary Chiropractic how long ago now? You guys branched
10
out?
months to the day.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
happy
Yep.
10-month anniversary. Very exciting.
It
And
is.
tell us your location.
So we are over just off Mount Pleasant by BFit North. We share a wall with Garland Vision. He
Yeah.
is also hilarious, and he's one of the smartest people I've ever talked to as well. So
Do you know I taught with his wife
did you?
at Scott, Amy?
They're a phenomenal family. I'm like, shameless plug if you need an eye doctor. He's a good one.
There we go.
Perfect. Tag him.
This is the place for
We're
it.
open for
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hello, Dr. Garland. What are the pickles for? Do you know, Dr. Garland?
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you're seeing things.
He would love that.
That's awesome.
Too funny.
Okay, so you've been there for 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
What is that feeling like? Like, we know what it's like to work for yourselves. There's a little bit of
Absolutely.
there's some stress that comes along with that. So how are things? Like, and really like what made you decide to do that? Like, talk us through that whole process, like of where.
We'd gone back and forth, and it's such a big decision because you're just like, XYZ will be better, but this is going to make things harder too. But you're right. There's nothing better than working for yourself. Unfortunately, my staff, I'm married to my staff, and then my mom helps out sometimes, but so we got to get along at home and at work too.
But we've worked together since like 2021 though, so I feel like that's something that it's honestly been weirder in the seasons of life when we haven't been together working.
Okay.
So we do much better with this.
Okay.
But I think the biggest deciding factor is I was still kind of freshly postpartum, rocking Messer in the chair. And it was just like, we wanted hours that were more conducive for ourselves, So now we work all the time. But, but I was rocking him in the chair and I don't ever get on Facebook. It's just like, I don't know how to work the app. I'm not great with it. So I got on there, was scrolling through the Evansville and Newburgh moms group page. And the top post that came up was, we're looking for a chiropractor on the north side of Evansville for my 3 children, I think she said. And I remember texting Grant and being like, I think this is our sign and I think we have to stop ignoring it and just go in blindly. And I just feel like there were 3 little nuances like that we just felt super called. And I was like, at what point do we stop ignoring this and just go for it? There's never going to be a better time. We're always going to be busier. So now's the time. And literally that week we reached out to where we wanted to be. And the woman that was leaving the space was like, come on in. I'll let you sublease until, yes, exactly.
So we looked at a couple different spaces over there, but yeah, the esthetician that had that spot too, I knew she had a previous x-ray suite that was, because it was a medical doctor, so we already had everything built out. So it was more or less just reaching out and was like, hey, can I just look at that, see what that room looks like, see what we need to tweak here and there. And she's like, you can have this space if you want.
Wow.
So that was our first one. It's on that strip when you drive in, so more traffic passes
It's a great
there.
location.
Yeah,
It
we
is
love
awesome.
it.
Thank you.
And we're a little kind of nervous about the north side because I feel like a lot of people leave in the morning, go to work, and then don't get back till late. So it's either you're open first thing or late. But I mean, it's just God has blessed us, beyond what we could have comprehended. And
Absolutely.
it's also kind of bittersweet. My dad got sick with a brain tumor. After surgery, started practicing here and there, just more of his long-term clients. It wasn't running a practice anymore, a couple days a week, but he actually finished in a spot over there in the same complex. So we can walk out our back door and see the suite that he rented for that last year or so. So it makes it
really
it's just
special.
I just feel like the Lord is in all of that.
Yeah.
Right? Like in
100%.
all those little, those are little Holy Spirit nudges.
God winks.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Where those things, where you just know.
Yes.
And we're praying, when you're praying in those kinds of situations and then out of nowhere,
Yes.
the Lord just kind of nudges you in those ways. So it's really cool that you were obedient. In that
Thank you.
obedience, you're finding growth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The practice is growing.
Absolutely.
I know. Yes. So
I mean, you're talking like the north side, like, and people leave and come back.
Yep.
Yes.
But I mean, y'all know where I live. It takes
Absolutely.
me a solid 35 minutes if I'm flying to get there, and I will come midday. So when you're good, it doesn't matter. And they're good.
I think that is a very good point too, because Grant, you are just so serious about like the medical the medical side of things. Like I have some stuff in my history, like with a little TIA, and I dropped that on you one day when I was having like some dizziness and stuff. And you're like, hold up, wait a second. It's like so far in the past, I don't have any kind of, leftover side effect or anything from it. But when I was having those symptoms, you're like, well, we need to talk about this.
Absolutely.
So like from the medical side of things too. So it's not, I mean, yes, you're looking at all of those things that have been medically treated in a holistic way. Is that a good way of like explaining that? Or like, how's it connect?
When you bring something like that up, you're like, just what I had. It's just, it's in the past, but I'm just like, well, there can be some correlations, or it can be a second episode or something like that.
No, you were like, let's go in this room. And I'm like,
oh yeah, we prayed about that after you left.
Did you? Yeah.
All that stuff always makes him nervous. And honestly, that's why I believe in him so much, because I feel like he is a dying breed of provider that truly does care and takes it home. And he worries about every single person that walks through that door. And I'll die on the hill that's why I think he's such a great provider, because every provider I've ever seen has hoped I didn't make it through the day. So.
There's that conspiracy theorist that we love.
I was like prepared to say something really nice, and that's been totally derailed.
There she is. There she is. We knew it was coming.
I got it now. I got it. So I think too, like we're firm believers that and it's like sometimes it's difficult, especially in healthcare, to like practice Jesus and say Jesus and do that stuff openly. And owning your own business, you can play whatever music you want. You can talk about whatever you want freely. And so like when you walk in, it's kind of like, I think about like Myanmar. When you walk, we've been to Myanmar a few times, and when you walk in, it's like a bubble and you feel God's presence. You kind of get chill bumps. You get,
it's like a different level.
It's a feeling. And you get that feeling when you walk in. If you know Jesus, you know what it is. If you don't, you're like,
they're so
what
kind,
is this?
Or this is nice.
What is this? Yeah. And that's really cool that you're able to, I mean, part of owning your own business is really hard.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things, but how you're able to like blend those things together that's so big. Yeah. And I know it's been big for me, and I can't even imagine, the people who walk in that don't know Jesus or
we love that. And that's the ultimate goal, is kind of just those small tidbits of the positive encouragement, and kind of just chatting with people, and obviously pointing them in the direction of God too. So it's kind of finding that balance there as well. So,
but thank you for that compliment. I don't think there's a better one out there. So we do appreciate that.
That's sincere. She doesn't say if she doesn't like Kayla.
I know. That's why I'm like, can I get that tatted on my back so I can look in the mirror and be like, Kayla told me this.
Kayla said it. This day, this time, mark it down. That's
wow.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
Flag this one, Jared. This
Take me with you on that appointment.
We'll cut this and share it on social media. For sure. Yeah. Kayla's compliments. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Hashtag Kayla's compliments.
Oh, sweet. I love that. Can we make that go viral?
But we're going to have to say compliments.
My head's not going to fit through this door. We need to take it back to McCleary.
Okay. That is who we're talking about here for sure.
Okay. So if we've got a follower, because we have a few followers, we thought we were going to have 14. We got more.
It's gone up a little.
I have no doubts in y'all.
We've got enough.
This so we have fabulous.
We got who knows how many followers we have now, or listeners, or whatever you want to call it. So if I've got a friend and they're like, "Hey, we heard this episode. We want to like get in to see Dr. Grant. What do we do?"
You can just give me my phone number. That's what everyone does. Grant just always is like, here's Hannah's phone number. Just text her. And I'm like, perfect.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But no, they can go to McCleary Chiro on Google, and it'll take them to our website. We just opened it up finally because we feel confident about like our online booking site, so they can like actually create their profile there, find a time that works for them. But as always, please call us if you have any trouble or any questions, because I will walk you through, or Grant will walk you through the process, and we're pretty good at it now.
I love that's the thing too, is some people will call and just be like, I don't know if this is even for me, or I'm scared about X, Y, Z. And I'm just like, well, that's fine. I was like, we don't have to do everything day one, and I was like, we'll go with the speed you're comfortable with.
Right.
And it's, hey, maybe you're not in the right spot for this, but something else you mentioned we're pretty good at. So it's just giving it a shot. So
tell us about like all the different services that you have, like who you treat, like Yes.
So honestly,
her mom had Tylenol.
Oh my gosh.
We treat everybody. So I was I adjusted my son at 1 day old, and then we've got
1 day old.
So what happens with babies? Like, what are you like? How does that help
So
infants and babies?
a lot of us, we're looking for that upper cervical dysfunction. So whether you watch a birth, whether it's vaginal or C-section, the way that some of those babies get yanked out, I mean, at the same time, you've got to get them out.
Right.
So it is what it is. But sometimes you'll see some of that torticollis with kind of just the shortening of the neck muscle, a little bit of that head turn. Usually it's due to an upper cervical issue. And again, we're not talking massive misalignments, but just restricted range of motion can play a huge role. So when we adjust babies, if you've seen the YouTube videos of adults getting adjusted, I mean, we're checking the pressure, moving these joints with the pressure that you check the ripeness of a tomato, a grapefruit. There's no pops, no twists, no cracks, anything like that. And then kind of just checking some of those primitive reflexes as we kind of continue to grow and develop, all the way up to, I don't know what the oldest person I've adjusted, but probably in their 90s.
That's really cool too, because like I think about, like, I know, like, I've seen some of those people who are definitely older that are like coming to get adjustments, but then also you adjust, not crack. My dad, who is like, beat me up, like, he's a big dude. Like,
The range is impressive.
it's crazy. And like, I'm sure, like, I mean, you talked about like the ripeness of a tomato or a grapefruit or whatever. Like, that's really cool.
Yep.
Like, to be able to do different in a baby.
Yep.
I mean, that's
And we always joke, that's the fun thing. You go into room. It's, you see a baby in this room, then you walk next door and see someone who's older. Again, you're just modifying the adjustment for
really
every
neat.
person.
all the way
And
through.
then,
Yeah.
as if I wasn't busy enough, I went back to animal chiropractic school. So that's completely different world as well.
okay. So like now,
I graduated from that program and I got my graduation letter while we were in the hospital with Messer. So
I remember when you were going through all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
so what does that mean? You adjust animals.
So yeah, I'm fully certified through the American Veterinary Chiropractic Association.
Did you know that a giraffe's neck has 7 bones? So did I.
Kayla, don't try to one-up Dr.
I'm just saying I learned that.
It's
That's a fun
phenomenal.
fact.
It
Yeah.
is. It's so neat.
It is cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
so-
Say it again because I need to
A
remember
giraffe has 7 bones in its neck.
that. Interesting. How many bones are in your ear?
At least none. All cartilage like a shark, baby.
Wrong.
I've heard it
Wrong.
both ways. Okay. Anyway, so, and like, realistically, you're probably not cracking a giraffe.
I would.
It's on his goals.
Oh, that'd be at Mesker Zoo.
Literally.
Yeah.
Our baby's almost named after you.
That's so true. I love that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's Jared Mesker right there.
Phenomenal.
Jared, you own the zoo? Distant.
Sweet.
Owner of
Yeah.
the zoo.
Well, can you get us?
Then we'll have a conversation after
That's
this.
right.
You got a chiropractor.
We
Yeah.
feel like that giraffe needs to meet Dr. Grant.
It's so funny.
Faux show. Yeah. Okay. What was the question?
We were just talking like the animals that you adjust.
Yeah.
So
It's-
technically fully certified through that program we did to do equine, so horses and dogs. We learn a lot of other anatomy. So it's, I mean, in the state of Indiana, we have to have a vet to sign a referral. So if a vet will sign off on it, I'll do it. But yeah, so it's insanely powerful. It's one of the coolest
A
things ever.
horse.
Wow.
Horses are very large.
Yes.
Kayla's terrified of horses.
Yeah.
Actually, I am.
I
That's
had
okay.
to spend a ton of time around them. And then we walk into school down in Texas and they're like, all right, we are unloading some horses and we'll head down to the barn. And I was like, I don't really know where to stand. I think
Yeah.
you just don't stand behind them. And,
Right. Oh, yeah, no.
and now I feel good with them. So,
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Well, could you imagine, like, when the zombie apocalypse happens?
Absolutely.
If the horses get it, imagine if they're carnivores and they're like going after people. The teeth,
I don't want to imagine that.
it's horrifying.
We're going to skip over that.
It's hilarious because they're just such massive animals and they follow what you tell them to do. And they just don't have to, but they don't know that, I don't think. So, yeah.
So you're
lucky
saying
in
they're
that
dumb?
regard.
Like horses are
They're
dumb?
brilliant. They are so
Oh.
brilliant, but they
Good save.
they listen to what humans
They
say.
just
and,
they just do what they're
kind of
told.
stand there and
Maybe I should have married a horse.
I'm wondering how I could have trained my children that way.
You know, that's only
They
fair.
just do what you say.
So
That
funny.
did not happen for sure.
Okay, so with a person, when we first started, you did like a full X-ray and you looked at everything. You talked about, I've had a couple knee surgeries, like I've had different problems, different things, and you go from that. And then you also took my blood pressure. Why is all of that important?
I just think it's huge to get the big picture because it's like some of those things are underlying and it's, can bad things happen with chiropractic? Yes, there are those what ifs, things like that too. So it's just taking blood pressure and ruling some of that stuff out is just hugely important to me. Helps me sleep better at night. Also, if you catch a really high blood pressure that you're not aware of, well, let's get you to the right place and get that under control a little bit, or figure out why. And sometimes headaches are directly related to blood pressure. So it's just some things that people aren't thinking about. I always joke, if it barks like a dog, sounds like a dog, usually a dog, but my job is also to worry about the zebras hiding in there too. So that's kind of the way I like to look at it. So
Okay, so in my head, like before we met you, before we got in, there's like the chiropractor, and then there's also like there's dangers to it.
Yeah.
So some people that I've talked to are like, I am terrified of that. Like, can you address like each one and talk? Because I mean, I'm sure people.
Yeah, so you have the whole theories of your sprain strains. Obviously when you're adjusting and manipulating something, there's always that small chance you break a bone. Your rib fractures, things like that. Very, very rare, but there are risks as far as
I mean, it's
that
like
goes.
a medication. You take a medication and there's
There's side effects.
1,000 side effects.
Look at the Tylenol bottle.
Bring it back.
And that's why I have that
I love
conversation
how
that
Hannah
first
gets
visit.
like really close to the mic. Look at the
Just this ominous figure over here. Never know what I'm going to say.
It's incredible.
But yeah, I think that's the importance of having those conversations at that first visit too. And it's just kind of letting you know, hey, there are some risks with this. Doesn't happen very often. And my job is to make sure that we rule out as much as we can of some of those pathologies, because I promise you, I don't want it to happen either. But yeah, that's not a good look either.
We want it to happen less than you want it to happen.
I believe that.
Likely.
I believe that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think that's the piece too, like for anybody. And I was like nervous about that. I didn't understand the whole process. I didn't understand why it was important. And if I'm being totally honest, like I'm listening to you and I'm hearing this and it matters like what you're saying. But at the end of the day, I am such a like black and white person. I feel better. Like I feel better. I know when I need an adjustment. Now it's probably every 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. And it's not that I even come in with problems.
But you
Sometimes,
can.
yes.
Yeah.
How many times have I come in and I'm like, my shoulder, I cannot move it. I'm like, who was that prisoner of war? That was presidential candidate. He couldn't move his hand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No one knows. I don't know.
Oh, John McCain.
Okay.
John McCain. Yeah.
Okay.
I felt like John McCain. I couldn't move my arm. And you were like, all right, let's see what's going on. And so like there's the normal adjustment, like where you're doing the normal things. And then literally like there are hot spots, I think you call them. And then you move that shoulder and get it. And then you also, we should talk about like the cupping and different things. That you can
that's what I
do
wanted to go to the
that
other
go
services.
into it. So you can go in like with a regular problem where you don't have to go to physical therapy. You don't have to go to your orthopedic doctor. You don't have to do all these things because it's not like you're not hurt, but it hurts, you know?
Absolutely.
That's a really good way of putting it. Like you don't have like something that needs to be, it's not massive, but you need to feel better.
Yeah.
To be able to function
the earlier
best.
we get a hold of it, the better usually as well. And I'm all about co-managing. If we need to also be in contact with PT or ortho, or awesome. But let's do what we can do and let's touch what we're going to touch. But yeah, we do. I'm huge in soft tissue therapy. So I think, moving the joints helps, but I think also just loosening up that tissue. It helps you feel better when you walk out the door, but I think helps hold that adjustment a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So I like a lot of hands-on soft tissue therapy, just releasing muscle. But yeah, we got cupping, scraping, taping, all the fun stuff. We just got an e-stim unit, therapeutic ultrasound, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good.
That's really cool. Yeah, that is really cool. Okay, so tell us, like, outside of McCleary Chiropractic, right? We know you have this great business. We want all of our friends and family and everybody to go see you. If they don't already have a chiropractor,
Or if they do.
we are pointing them your direction, like shamelessly. There's no doubt about it. But outside of chiropractic, tell us about how did you guys meet? All that, like, give us the background on the McClearys.
Perfect.
We have been together for so long at this point.
I don't really remember what life was like pre-grant, but
I think at this point we've actually almost been together longer than we've been apart.
Oh, that's really cool.
Incredible.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, we both grew up on the north side and went to Central High School.
Okay.
We still live on the north side. We met, I think, my sophomore summer, like going into sophomore year, and Grant's junior. And I remember like seeing him across the mall food court. And my friend Lance had taken us, mutual friend of Grant's, so that's Shout out Lance. Thank you for that. But I remember seeing him and he was just in like red polo shorts and a black shirt because, you know, I'm a clothing girl. And I was just like, I'm going to have to help him. But I like that guy. So, and literally, I remember I was there with one of my friends, either Katie or Malia. And I just remember literally being like, I don't know this man, but I'm going to marry him. And like, just knew it from the jump. But we hung out for like, I don't know, 15 weekends in a row. And then I was like, are we dating or no? And Grant was like, I don't know yet. And I'm like, okay.
So, that's brutal.
Yes, I had to chase him, which is.
Oh, wow. Goodness.
I know.
Good for you, girl.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Was it worth the chase?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Grant's like,
Grant loved the chase. Oh,
And I
yeah.
think like the coolest thing of like all of it is I grew up like playing soccer in McCutcheonville and like having a business there now. Like I remember driving on the roads, which now we live on, and being like, man, I want to like be married out here, have kids, have them play soccer. And now like that we're like in that, it's so surreal.
That's crazy,
So it was
isn't it?
worth the chase for sure.
That's incredible.
God's time is perfect always.
So high school sweethearts, college, where, like, what does that look like for, did you both go? Like, I mean, obviously, but what does that look like?
Went to USI together.
Okay.
I was like, I started a school year ahead of her, just she was behind me. And then she finished early. She finished in 3 years with the elementary ed degree. So she's got a handful of degrees now. And
don't use any of them.
Yep. Same.
I like to rack them up, but
That's
not
right.
use them. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
it didn't take a lot of persuasion, but she was willing to follow me down to Florida for chiropractic school. So we lived about 15 minutes from the beach, and it was
Yeah,
perfect.
we got spoiled there
Yeah.
for sure.
That's incredible. Yeah. So how long were you in Florida?
We were in Florida 3 to 3.5 years. Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah, we moved down there the week after we got married. We
Okay.
were down there for like six months, I think. And then I came back to finish my last semester at USI and then literally graduated, got on a plane the next day and was like, I'm back.
that's awesome.
And that was it.
Absolutely.
And you have in your family, precious baby.
Yes.
Tell us about Messer.
Messer's the best.
Yep.
The best answered prayer in the world. You know, we fought a long, hard battle to get him here, but we got him here. And
Yeah.
he's just made my experience of motherhood so easy. So I will always be easy on him.
The cutest. The absolute cute. And we love his name.
Thank you.
What's his middle name?
Brooks.
Messer Brooks. Really cool name. Yeah, people are
So-
like, Messer. Ooh,
Yes,
I
that's
know.
what we love. We love that question because it was the first movie we ever watched when we were 16, Life as We Know It. And I remember sitting on the couch and Grant was like, if we do get married one day and we ever have a boy, can we name him Messer? And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
putting
So-
this together. Messer McCleary.
Yes.
That's-
Eminem.
That is awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I love that.
So cute.
It's
You're
So
sweet.
cute. And he is how old?
Like a year and a half. He's like 19 months.
yeah, he'll be 20 months, I think, early
Okay.
next week.
I lost
Yeah.
count at the year and a half
know.
mark because
He'll
I'm
be
like,
2 in
I don't want to be
October.
one of those people
Yep.
who are like, he's 76 months old.
Why'd you get Southern?
It's the middle name, the first and the middle name of your first episode.
Oh my
you know? It's a
gosh.
Southern thing.
I'm gonna call him
I'm a
Brooks.
diehard listener.
I'll call him Brooks.
Call him Brooks.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll call him Brooks. Y'all call him Messer. We'll go back to that. It's
All right,
fine.
so this is What Are the Pickles For?
Yep.
And we love a good pickle jar. So with the pickle jars, there's all different kinds. What kind of pickle do you guys find yourself in right now?
What did I say mine was? The bread and butter pickle. Because I feel like this is the first time in our life where we have like open-handedly walked in blindly and just unconditionally followed what we think God has for us. I've always had reservations and obviously taking the leap of going out on your own and the financial insecurity of it is terrifying, but it has paid off and been so worth it just to see the like lives that Grant has touched. And I think there's no better thing than like seeing your husband be a good practitioner and steward the word at the same time. So that's been absolutely so worth it. And then just being able to be on the other side of infertility and have our son, I feel like there's just so many answered prayers that I'm just like so grateful for right now. So that's where I feel like I'm at.
I love that.
And I feel like I'm just getting a sampler platter of all the pickles right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
That's fair.
But I think if I had to hone in on one, I think is it the homemade pickle? But
Okay.
It's such a sweet part of life. It's just activity after activity, just things to get done. But it's so cool to see marriage and business and raising a baby blend together. And just so many God winks along the way that it's insane that, every time you have a sliver of doubt, he just answers that prayer and kind of opens up another door for you. And it's unreal. It's
I love that.
crazy.
Y'all are the best.
You
You're
are.
so
And it's
sweet. We
really
think
cool.
the same about you.
For people that that know you guys, they know how genuine you are. But for people who don't, or like that are just like seeing you for the first time, this is like the always Grant and Hannah. I mean, this is you guys just are so genuinely yourselves. Like, I mean, and I think that's what draws people. Like, I am all about the authentic person, you know, like, I mean, whatever, I don't know, whatever like weird quirks or whatever you got. I mean, who cares? Like, we all have them. And I don't know, Hannah, I love how you just like open up and share like the things that you're passionate about. And Grant, the same thing. Like when you walk in, you're like chatty and talking, make it just comfortable. Like you just make everybody comfortable. I end up, and I've noticed like when I come in, it's not just me doing this. Like you got people like hanging out at the desk, like just chit chatting.
I love my loiterers.
Yeah, loiterers. I am a loiterer.
There's some points where I'm like, all right, I'm going to close down this room. Why don't you send them? And they'll close down that room.
Yeah. Like we have a couple who are definitely there for like an hour and a half for their appointments. And I absolutely love that because it's like to create a safe space where people, like it just makes me so teary to think how people like open up. And it's like for the people who have like shared their wins and they're like, I haven't told anyone yet. And then they share it with you. I mean, there's literally no better honor than that. So,
I mean, it's so deserving too. Like you're just trustworthy. Like we just can't say that enough for sure. I can't tell you how pumped we are that you guys said yes to this. I was pretty confident Hannah would say yes, Grant. I was on the fence about you because we do know, Kayla's a loose cannon and
I've been sweating the whole way over
Yeah.
here.
That's right.
Yeah. Like
he's peed his pants, he's sweating.
Yeah.
He tooted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
I know.
It's been so fun. Before we wrap it off, I don't know if you saw like in the little notes, like there's a bonus question. Be ready for anything.
But wait, before we wrap it
I really
off.
am excited.
Before we wrap it off. Yeah. Go ahead. We're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
But
you got something else coming.
You've got a question.
She's making fun of me.
Oh.
They're too nice. They don't even understand what you're trying to do. I said wrap it off. I guess the saying is wrap it up.
Okay.
And she's making fun
That's
of me.
just a Kaylaism.
She's rude. It's fine.
I can own that. That's fine.
It
Go
is
ahead.
fine.
I'm excited
Okay,
for that.
I have a specific question for each of you.
Oh, petrifying. I love
Okay.
it.
All right.
Deep breath,
Hannah,
guys.
my question for you
Okay.
is like if you were like introducing yourself in a group and you're like, okay, like 2 truths and a lie, and one of them that is a truth that's so far out there.
I love this. Okay. So 2 truths and a lie.
No, you're not doing 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, okay.
You're doing like the one crazy truth that everybody is going to think is the lie.
I was going to do that, but I got to like lay them out.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So I have been on an elevator with Lady Gaga. I served in the Navy. And
Wait, are these all true? You're doing 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. And then my stepfather's babysitter was killed by Ted Bundy.
Say that for the people in the back. What?
Put your face right up to
This
the
is
microphone.
ASMR. Is that the right
Yeah.
letters?
But it let's not do that because I don't like when people eat.
Fair. I'm not munching on a cheeseburger.
Okay, I need you to say it again. Say it again. What did you just say?
My stepfather's babysitter was killed by Ted Bundy. So which one?
I'm going to.
Susan?
Who's Susan?
Oh, wait, what? Did you say who got killed by Ted Bundy? There was a woman named Susan.
Oh, yes. Brenda Ball. That's one of my truths.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know who watching us can ever top that truth. Hannah dropped that bomb
Where?
on
What?
us.
Where was he?
Out in Seattle. Or Washington. I don't know if
Is in
Seattle's the
Washington
actual
State.
city, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horrible case. Don't look it up. You will be petrified. But if you need to fact check me, you can look it up.
Oh, my land. No, holy cow.
Done. That's already
Okay.
happened.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Filled with it.
You
I
just
love it.
never know.
Filled with it.
You
I know.
truly
Grant,
never know.
Grant is looking at me like, please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, he's just like,
I got mine simple for you. What's your favorite snake?
Ooh,
I heard you were a big snake guy.
I'm just fascinated with them.
I just
Snakes and
do. I
airplanes.
never wanted to know that about you.
Yeah.
Hannah shared. I really never wanted to know that about you. It's sort of changed my perspective on you. You're still my favorite chiropractor.
I think they're fascinating. I would never have one.
Because you can't crack one? Or,
they have a spine.
adjust.
Yeah.
They do have a spine? Would you like to adjust a snake?
If we get a vet referral, I'm down.
Oh, my land. What if
No.
you... Okay, never mind. What's your
Mr. By the
favorite
book.
snake?
A dead snake.
Preach it, girl.
fact.
I like to see them from a distance. I think rattlesnakes are cool. But I had to pull a snake out of our garage about 2 weeks ago, and it was just terrifying just to be that close to it. But no, I just like to learn. So I even snapped a picture, texted to my buddy who's a marine biologist, and I was like, what are we looking at here before I get too hands-on?
But let me interject. My favorite part was he said, I just feel blessed that snake was in our house, because if anyone else had it, they probably would have killed it. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
There is no question. Someday I will have Jody talk to you about the snakes that I've forced him to kill. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you some real snake stories about myself where I also murdered a snake. Gladly. Everything.
It is unmatched. I do love that story.
That's incredible.
I think it was our first week down in Florida. We were just walking around the campus and we just saw a little snake, and I picked it up. I shouldn't have.
Put it in your pocket.
And it turned around on me, but it was fine. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Snakes do it. Probably bit it.
It tried to bite me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember sending it to his mom, and she was like, well, he might not just see the bite. He needs to go get checked out somewhere. And I'm like, I'll watch him. If that hand gets big, we'll go somewhere so he can still be a chiropractor.
Then he's filled with venom.
Exactly.
We need to go do something about it.
That's really weird.
He already caught the snake, so he's got the antivenom with him.
Oh my God. So maybe like if you're like getting adjusted and you just hear it's Grant. He's like Snake Man.
I can't
That was what he wanted to be in kindergarten when they said, what do you want to be when you get older? He said a snake.
No.
That's incredible.
I can't know that.
That's
and now
incredible.
I can't.
It's okay because it's about like we're just talking McCleary Chiropractic now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the umbrella. So if you don't have a chiropractor or you do, you need to go see Dr. Grant and Hannah at McCleary Chiropractic. Give them a call. They have an Instagram page at McCleary Chiro.
You got it.
Find it there. Get on them and get adjusted.
Yes.
Before we leave, I've got some actual words of advice from Hannah that I heard just the other day.
Okay.
To leave you with this thought, it's if you don't stand for anything,
you fall for everything.
Thank you for finishing it. Yeah.
We finish
Catch
each
you
other's
next time.
sentences.
Oh, so cute.